All right, so today I get to talk about screen time. A question was brought up of, what does that mean? What's safe? How do I go about knowing what to do with my kids? So I have to tell you, as a mom, I have days where my kids watch a lot of TV. And, visiting with friends, we've kind of all decided, well, it's not going to kill them. And I thought, well, what is safe? And so I've been doing a little research. The American Academy of Pediatrics really took a hard stance saying anyone less than 2 should not have any screen time. And preschoolers should be limited to 1 hour of high quality educational TV. And then from there on, it should be just limited to where family function and socialization isn't being pushed aside. And so I thought, well, what is the evidence to support that? And in looking at it, increased screen time, so no real limit to the time, but the amount of screen time you watch, if it's a high amount, leads to obesity, right? Which makes sense because you're sitting there not probably doing much. Poor diet because you're eating chips, popcorn, maybe not kids would be drinking a beer, but maybe not doing the most healthy things. Increased depressive symptoms, which they've connected more to watching violence on TV and or watching, Barbie. I have to tell you, my daughter was watching Barbie Dreamhouse the other day, and I heard them talking on there about commenting on each other's bodies, and I thought, oh my goodness. And so, they get these little cues of how they should be looking or should be doing based on what they're watching. And also sleep disturbances. And so one evidence thing I found was, not having any screen time 2 hours before bed to really help make sure they get restorative sleep. And that was pretty high evidence. And so then what I found is it's really not so much about the screen time as it is about the interaction with parents and with other siblings. And so if you're doing screen time together, so you're doing some sort of educational thing together on the TV or on your iPad or whatever it is, that's actually not as detrimental as just giving them the Kindle and saying, here, let's go, and just letting them do what they want. And it comes down to that socialization and communication aspect piece, and then spending family time together, right? The whole family meal thing. And I have to tell you that one of the only times Bowen, my daughter, always gets to watch TV when I'm making dinner, mostly because I need her to not be helping me. And so what we've kind of done is allowed that, and I've been paying more attention in the last week. And this weekend we actually didn't have internet, and we live way out in the sticks, and so we didn't have phones or TV without internet. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to survive these 2 days, right? Because my kids are going to be driving me nuts. Honestly, they did great, and they played all day and didn't even miss the electronics. And so sometimes I think we forget that too. So overall, I guess there's really not a lot of evidence in regard to the amount of screen time, but there is evidence in regard to overall health with screen time, and just the encouragement is really to make sure that you're spending time as family and working on that communication and socialization with your kids.